psychic medium Toni Green. I am Toni Green, the psychic medium, here to give you approximately 1 hour of Q&A. I am live on Podbean, so if you'd like to call in, ask a question, you can go over to Podbean and call in. There's a little button. There's not a number. I know a lot of people have asked me, can I get a number that they can actually call? I don't I don't really I don't know how to do that right now. When I was with Blog Talk, they had a number, people would call, they could wait in queue, listen to the show as they were waiting. I haven't found another service that offers that yet. If I do, when I do, you will be the second people to know. That's for sure. Okay. Thank thank you to everybody who's here on this journey. Today I will be answering questions about life, love, career, finances. I will be helping you connect with loved ones on the other side. I just need their first name and their relationship to you, and also one question per person. So if you ask a question and you have a lot of follow up questions or want more information or have other questions, please consider getting a private reading. And also make your questions somewhat specific so that I can get right into that part of your energy and answer your question. I do not, on the show, I do not do general readings. Tell me what spirit wants to know, what's going to happen over the next 6 months. Those are for private readings. So if you have questions like that, I'm very, very happy to answer them in a private session. If you have a lot of questions, I'm happy to answer that in a private session. If you'd like to book a private session, all that information is in the bio, the description, wherever you're listening on. Okay, we'll determine whether it's called a bio or a description. Alrighty, I go live twice a week, every Monday at noon, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Both of those times are central. I also, this show does air on WSCS, Rude Rangers TV, and all of their streaming channels like Roku and many others, podcast channels, and radio stations. Okay, excellent. Don't get scammed. I'll never reach out to you, but a scammer will. My books are available. I have seven books. I'm working on 3, and they are available on Amazon. Please go directly to my author page, which is also in the description. Because I don't even know, I know I say this on my show, I don't even know how this is possible. Other people are out there like selling my books for less than me, and I don't know how that is even possible. It's probably somebody from Amazon. I don't know. So yes, you can join here. You can join on Podbean. Okay, I'm going to go straight into songs today. So at the beginning of the show, I do songs and I do names. Today will be no different, but I'm starting with songs. The song can be a song your loved one loved, you loved, the answer to a question. It could be something you listen to. It could be the next time you hear it, you know your loved ones with you. So the first, these have been coming to me like yesterday and today. I almost came on yesterday just to say these are the songs. I need them out of my head now. But the first one, the first 2 are just names. So the first one is Vince Gill, and the next one is Tammy Wynette. I almost said Tammy Wynette. Tammy Wynette. And then the first 2 songs are a little bit older, and they are Stand Stand by your man. And I know that's not the way it is sang, but I can't even get the beat to it. But Stand by Your Man. And the next one is the Hopper Valley PTA. And if you know these songs, they're probably for you because you know them because somebody who's might be on the other side listened to them. Um, and then this is a newer song. It's that song, If You Love Me, Don't Let Go. Mama, something, something. I don't really know all the words to this song. So yeah, there's that. And then that song, I can't with myself. That song, Jesus, Take the Wheel. Jesus, come take my life. Not don't no, not like that. Like not like wait, let me rephrase. Let me rephrase. Nope, not like that. But like, hey, somebody needs to be in control of this girl, and it is not me. This girl is not in control of herself. But who is? You guys in the chat, are you in control of your life? Is anybody in control of their life? Serious question. Okay. If you are listening on one of the podcast stations or TV, you can join us live, ask questions, connect with loved ones. I do record the show live on YouTube and on Podbean, so you can go to either and ask questions. Okay. Heather says, nope, she's not in control of her life either. Okay, songs. I'm going to do a couple more songs and then we're going to pop right over into names. Now, this isn't a song. Well, maybe it is. I don't know, but I just keep hearing it. All Saints Day. I'm really not familiar with that, but I know someone is, and I know it's for someone. The next song is Live and Let Die. No, 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 no. So sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And again, the reason I'm cracking up, those are the only thing that live and let die, and then that na 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 is the only thing I know of that song. So I am cracking up because like, holy guacamole. Okay, next. Then okay, next song. Next song is oh, they say that um I think it's Alleluia. Yeah, yeah. Alleluia. And I know I believe it's that song. I know it's that song because they're showing me there's this version of this song where a girl is singing it with no instrumentals and she's singing it into a well or into yeah, like a well. Yeah. Yeah. That is whoo, Alleluia. That's my favorite version of that song though, by the way. Okay, next song is Jesus Walks. Jesus Walks with Me, but it's like for those of you who are not familiar with that song, it's not a church song so much. It's not so much a church song. Who sings that? Jesus walks. It's kind of like a rap song or hip hop song, whatever. I know there's a difference between rap and hip hop, but I think there's a difference. But that song, Jesus Walks. If you I actually really like that song. So and that song has been on here once before, but I didn't have the name of it. I only had like we got we got something and something, we ain't going nowhere, like the alphabet. I don't know. I haven't heard it in such a very, very long time. But yeah, that song. Okay, so the next song is I'm gonna do two more. They're saying two more, and then we're gonna head into names. The next song is they're giving me the name of an artist, and it starts Lil, like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. That's apparently Lil Wayne. Okay. And then the last song and or artist is Johnny Cash. Anything Johnny Cash. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, now I'm going to do names, and this could be the name of your loved one, of you, of a family member, of a pet, of a person, place, or thing. And okay, so I need to make a clarification for a TikTok I did and on the show because they won't, somebody up there just will not let this go. Parsley and shake and bake is code for something. Seriously. I think that if you're the person who parsley or shake and bake was for, you knew it was code for something. But they like straight Heather, no, Heather, no. Oh my God. Oh, Heather knows. Anybody else know? Who else knows? Who else knows? Yeah. Heather knew right away. Heather was like "Tee, tee, tee, tee," on that keyboard. Tee, 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 tee. Okay, so let's get into the names now. We're going to just, I'm going to try to get through this names really quick. Thomas, Julia, um, uh, Carmela. I don't think it's Caramella. I don't think it's Caramella. Carmel or Caramel, however it's pronounced. We're just going to go with that. Uh, oh, thank you so much. Aloha, Jay. The next name is Cha- Jatki. Jatki is the next name, person, place, thing. And this could be, and I want to say this again. If you hear this, it's a confirmation they're with you, but they're always with you. Okay? They're just always with you. Okay? Um, no and somebody is saying, and this is a confirmation for someone, no matter how long that they have been on the other side, it doesn't matter, they're still with you. And part of the reason that you don't feel them as much any longer is because when somebody first passes, we're constantly thinking about them. So that connection is stronger. But when we get back busy in our life and we're doing things and we don't think of them as often, it's not because they went, it's because we're actually thinking of other things going on in our life. We're living our life. So um, that's it. And someone who passed, if I don't get a name, I'm actually going to give you guys some okay. Someone who passed in a car accident, and then I'm getting a T name, and then I'm getting that they're all right. They're good. They're with grandpa. Grandpa. Um, and then These are so hard to do. I typically don't do these on the show because I can give names and everything, but when they start showing me, like, and telling me what happened, I kind of lose it. I kind of really lose it. Um, so we're going to leave that there right now. We're going to leave that there and we're going to get into the show. I'm going to start answering questions. If you have a question or a connection, please put it in the chat and I will be happy to answer them for you the best that I can. Going back up to the where we stopped, Paul wants to know, hello, Toni, any messages from my mom, Barbara? Missing her today. Thank you from the USA. Okay, Paul, yes, Barbara. Yes. I see a woman who is slender, or she was at one point in her life. And I feel like, you know, sometimes as people get a little bit older, they lose their muscle and they start to slim down, if you will. And one of the things I'm getting for her is that she has, first of all, I keep seeing birthday, birthday, birthday. I don't know if it's yours, hers, or somebody else's, but or if when she, if it's her new birthday or when she passed, it was around somebody's birthday. I don't know, but I'm getting birthday, and it can mean anything. And I do go into detail and explain this a little bit because sometimes we think, and I'm one of the people who will think this way. If somebody says birthday, I'm going to go, well, my birthday's not, her birthday was, in November and mine's in June, which right around the corner. But it could be a recognition of any birthday. Okay. So just so you know, keep an open mind. And then spearmint, like that double mint spearmint gum, like in the green package with the sticks of gum. Paul, I'm seeing that. So the message she would have, so those I think are the confirmations, and I'm gonna go down to see. I know Paul's here. Yes, I am. Oh, he's a Leo. Okay, excellent. Okay, yes, yeah. Okay, so her message for you is, um, don't. Don't be so. Don't take everything so heavy. Don't take it so heavy. Like, not that you need to lighten up, you're good, but but sometimes the way people, um, it really weighs on you. Okay, thank you. It really weighs on you what people say or how they say it or what people put on you. And she wants you to, like, and I use this example, like, with dogs, they'll like shake and then everything is shaken off. Like they shake their whole body, like, and then all of a sudden, like, they're good again. Like, shake it off, like, but it's more difficult for us, I think. So what I'm getting is, like, just that's it. Thank you. Take everything with a grain of salt, Paul, and everything will get better. Also, stop being around the negative noise. If you have people in your life that are like being a little bit negative or being a little bit, you know, whatever, kind of minimize time. I have a rule with some people. Well, I used to have a rule with certain people that, like, there would be this much time I could allocate to them, and then I would have to move on because they would always, if they were paid for the problems, they would be millionaires. Oh, they would be millionaires if they were paid for their problems. Man, you would think they were like making money every time they talked about it. But we've all been there. We've all had our things. Thing a dang, da dang a dangs. So we just, get 5 minutes and move on with our life. But don't let that energy infiltrate you too much. So take it all with a grain of salt, move on. And remember, when people, and this is again from your mom, Barbara, when people say certain things, that's more about who they are, how they are, what they are, than it is about you. People project so much more than we even can imagine, for sure, for sure. So thank you. I have to find where I left off. Thank you so much, Paul, for that. And your mom says she loves you. Okay, Aaron. Da, 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 da. There's Paul. Okay, Elizabeth. When will I go on a cruise? Elizabeth wants to know, when will I go on a cruise? Well, the first thing I hear, somebody up there's got jokes all morning. When you want to. I would like to say June, July, but that feels like it's coming up so quickly. I feel like, here's what I'm going to tell you. It's going to be very spontaneous and a little unexpected, because you're going to find a great deal. I feel like you're kind of looking, searching, and you're going to find a great deal. And Elizabeth, are you thinking of the Mediterranean? Because I hear Mediterranean. So these might be two different things, or it might be one thing, but I hear Mediterranean. So whatever that means for you, love, I hope it makes sense. Hey, aloha, Jay. Jay, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you very, very much. Yes, you guys, if you'd like to donate, all the links are in the thingading. So Cami, is it Cami? I think it's Cami. Yep, Cami. Hi, Toni. Do you see my finances staying the same for the next 2 months? No. No. I feel like your finances might get a little stronger, whatever that means, Cami. I feel like you might have something a little extra, just a little extra coming in. I hope that, well, everybody wants extra. I feel like something with your finances is going to change, but a little bit for the better. Now, I'm not saying, I'm always really careful when I say this, or I try to be. I feel like it's going to be a little bump, but not a huge bump. I feel like, and it's not going to be it might not be an ongoing bump. Like it might be something that is like, sometimes when we get a bonus, you get a bonus and then, it's quarterly or something. That might be what I'm seeing here, but I feel like something extra is coming in, love. Okay. Please, you guys, especially if you like this and you want to know every time I go live, please hit the buttons you need to hit for that. And it's because so many people listen and or watch on different things. I would say follow, subscribe, this, but for every podcast and everything, it's very, very different. So chaos. How did my SIM card get taken from phone with 2 cases? Okay, wait, I have to reread that. I'm so sorry, you guys. How did my SIM card get taken from phone with 2 cases? I left home last week. Did neighbors take it? I'm going to tell you something, Chaos. First, move if you can, when you can, and if you can. Second, SIM cards, I took my phone in and they just took it out. They said, it's not that it's not relevant, but the way phones are now, apparently, we just don't need them as, I don't want to say as much, but whatever. They just took it out and left it out. So I don't know what that means for anything, but that's what. Did your neighbors take your SIM card out of your phone? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I don't think that's I mean, that's probably an issue But I don't think that's the biggest issue. I think you need to be in a place where you feel safe and your neighbors, like you don't feel your neighbors have access to your home when you're not there. I think that's the bigger thing. Like sometimes we're looking at the little things and we're not looking at the bigger picture, which is if you think your neighbors are going into your home, it might be time to move into a different home completely. I mean, it's, I know it's not easy sometimes, especially if you're, in the system or on the system or in a certain type of housing, but um, I just feel like that might be a really good place for you to start. So yes, I feel like that, and I feel like too, I would start maybe not necessarily neighbors, but who has keys to the like who has keys to our place? If we live in an apartment, maintenance people have keys. The management office has keys. Our neighbors typically don't have our keys unless we've given it to them. And if just set up a little bitty camera, they're very inexpensive. I think it's Arlo. You don't even have to pay a monthly subscription for. There are some cameras you don't pay a monthly subscription for. You just buy the camera, they run on batteries, it connects to your phone. Anytime anybody goes in or out, you have the footage. So that would be my next solution for you. So sweetie, I hope that's helpful. Deborah Rose. Good afternoon, Deborah. Good afternoon. Do you see work getting more calm? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Deborah, I feel like your work is always that it might be calm in this area and chaotic in this area, and then it flips to chaotic in this area, but calm in a different area. I feel like there's always going to be a sense of, and the word I'm actually getting is urgency with your work. I don't know if that makes sense for you, Deborah Rose, but what I am getting is whatever's going on at your work, and I mean this with so much love. If it weren't like this, you would be bored off your teeth and not want to be there. You need a certain amount of adrenaline, maybe adrenaline. You need a certain amount of stuff going on, especially at work, so that you can, get through it. The last thing you want is time on your hands and time to think. And that's what I'm getting for you, Deborah Rose. And I'm so sorry if that doesn't make sense to you, but please let me know if it does. Kate, Special S. Hey, Special S, you can repost your question. I'll be happy to answer it for you. Melissa, my grandma died. Her name is Alice. What does she want me to know, if anything? Give me a second, Melissa. I'm going to get that for you, but first, smoothie. So a lot of people wouldn't do this, but I use a product called Spark. It is a multi-level marketing thing, but I'm not a distributor, and you can only get it like online. I think they finally started putting it in retail places, but it's by a company called Advocare. I'm getting to you, Melissa. I am. But the one I use is Spark, and it has caffeine in it, and it's a powder, but it has all your B vitamins and everything in it. And that goes right in there. So that's part of my morning caffeine. And I love it. Alice, she's a little annoyed. It's taking me so long to connect, and not connect, but like I'm doing all this. I don't know why I'm talking so much before I'm giving you her answer, but she's not. Was she a person? Melissa, I'm going all the way down to the bottom. Let me know you're still here. Cammie, you are welcome. You are so welcome. Melissa, Was your grandma maybe towards the end, like, was she like, come on, let's go, come on? Um, Not like rude, but she seems a little like, yeah, she was. Yep, I'm getting it. Well, maybe that's why I'm talking so much, so I could get that part of her personality. She says, enough now. Get to the message. You guys think I don't have a boss? Everyone all day long, all the time. They're my boss. Okay, Grandma Alice, what message have you been trying to, first of all, Grandma Alice, have you been trying to get her a message? She says, of course, she loves you. She wants you to know what you did and what you said. It made a difference or still makes a difference. Don't, oh, Melissa. Don't like dim down or don't don't change who you are in front of certain people or certain things. And I know exactly what she's talking about. I had this big meditation yesterday with this in it. Like just showing me how when I was like around this person, I would be like this but just to not upset anyone. And she's saying, don't don't do that. Be authentically you. Shine as bright as you are. Shine as bright as you can. If there's something you want to say, just say it. Um, and she's very matter of fact, and she doesn't mince words. Melissa, like she's like, we all end up in a dirt bed anyway. So just say the thing, do the thing. Who cares? She's so matter of fact. Okay, the next thing she would want to say to you, the message to you is live your authentic life. She keeps coming back to this, be who you are and take care of you. And Melissa, I need to ask Melissa, what's your age? Can I please ask your age? Is that okay? What's your age, Melissa? Because I don't think you're 18. I don't think you're 18, but I keep getting the number 18. 18. So when I get the number 18, it can be something happened on the 18th, a birthday, a death, whatever it is, a date. The 18th can be a date. That could be like I was 18 when this happened or that happened or something happened to her. 18 can mean a lot of things. She was born in 1918. I don't think she was born in 1918. You're 56. Okay. So thank you for letting me know that. So either there's something with the number 18, you're saying yes. I don't know yes to what. What's the yes for? um, but something with the something. Oh, I hope I didn't lose it. Okay, phew, thank goodness. Something with the number 18 is very important. I'm looking at so yesterday was the 18th. Oh, your granddad? Okay, her granddad. Okay, so here's the thing. She wants you to, not me. She wants you to live your most authentic life, whatever that is for you. It's almost like you're getting ready for your second scene, your second set, your whatever it is that is coming in for you. Don't go, don't dumb yourself down. Don't go back to the way it was, but make it better. Do what you want the way you want and just Melissa, run with it. Just run with it. And she says she loves you. And thank you so much She says she knows it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all, but she's very grateful for everything. Okay, Melissa, I hope that's very, very helpful for you, and thank you so much for connecting. Jay, did I skip over your question? I am so sorry. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Jay actually donated, and then I actually like missed his question. Hey, JFD, thank you for joining the show. If you have a question, you can post it in the chat. Okay, aloha, Jay. My question, guidance from my mom, Yumi, in regards to job. My boss wrote me up last Thursday. Thank you. I'm so sorry, Jay. Um, I'm sorry that that happened. You know, we are going through some crazy, crazy times right now for some of us. And here's what I'm getting from your mom. The first thing I get is a song. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. You may win or you may lose, but you'll never like come back this way again. So take it easy. Um, and I'm going to say this with all the love in my heart. Your boss is kind of a jack-o'-lantern. We all know what jack-o'-lantern is. Do we all know what jack-o'-lantern is? I feel like we do. And your yeah, somebody knows what jack-o'-lantern is. Your boss is, you know, men. I'm going to be as delicate as I can with this. Men cycle too. Like women have a cycle, but men also have a cycle. Just because they don't need a feminine product doesn't mean they don't cycle. We all have our mood cycle, if you will, our monthly, we're good on this week, not so good on that week. Your boss is not, I feel like your boss is not going to lighten up. I feel like your boss is kind of difficult to say the least. I'm going to scroll down to see if Jay is participating. I do feel like you are going to um, maybe, you know, Jay, here's what I would say. It might be okay to just look and see what else is out there right now, to look and see what other positions are available, if any, that would fit you. And then it's okay to switch positions, and it's better to be proactive. Um, so when we look for another position, we can see if there's something better out there, first of all. And second, it gives us the power. Like we go, okay, there are other positions, and I think I'm going to apply for this. That puts the power back in our pants. Lap, not pants. Lap. That should be a song. I got the power in my pants. No, it should not be. It probably should not be. Okay, it all registered. No, that should not be a song. Um, Maybe it could be a thought song. Okay, back to your messages. Back to your messages. Start looking for a position and see what's out there. And don't. And what I'm hearing is always be looking. Always be looking. Now, sometimes when you work for a company and you've been there for a while and you have a pension and you have things built up and an IRA or whatever those things are people get with those types of jobs, it's not so easy to switch it over. But with a lot of other companies or positions, you can easily go from one position to the next. So if you're not happy, always look for something else that might help you be at ease and be in a different position. And Jay, I hope that's so helpful for you. And I'm sorry for what you're going through at with your company. It's always very difficult when we work for other people. But at least you don't have dead people telling you what to do. I mean, come on now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, the PayPal link doesn't work. Thank you for letting me know that. Neither does the Podbean link. I have to go on today and change that. Change that. Hey, Drops of Jupiter. How are you? If you have a question, post it. So the next question comes from Ani. Hi, Toni. I want to know if I should keep doing consultation or do like a teaching type segment only. I want to make one thing the focus for now for growth in my business. Okay, in my business, I want to know if I should keep doing consultation only or do like a teaching type segment. I don't think you have to do one or the other, Ani. I think you can do both. For those who want consultation, do consultation. For those who want the teaching type thing, do that. I think you can do both and even integrate them. One of the things that thank you, Genevieve. One of the things that I'm getting for you, Ani, is sometimes we can start with one and then integrate the other, but sometimes people who come for the teaching will get that consultation, or if they get that consultation, then they'll go for the teaching. In my business, when I first started out and I was doing hypnosis, I was doing a lot of hypnosis with the public schools and recreation centers, and those people will come for one-on-ones, and it was so you can do both. Just have your schedule down. And sometimes you'll run something and you'll think it's going to hit, and then it maybe doesn't at that time. So you just save it and run it again. If you're being given both, I think it's okay to do both. And you can start with one again and get that up and going and then go to the other. But I think and do a lot of snippets of information, putting little snippets out. There's a guy on there's a couple of people on social media that when I'm scrolling, I will see them, and they've built up a little bit of something, and now they're starting in their social media to say, and I was really happy actually to see this. One of there are two different subjects, but they say, they built up their following on their subject, and now they're saying, hey, if I'm doing this, I'm offering these classes to learn about this. One of them deals with personality disorders, and I'm to learn more about it. So hit the link. So I think you can do both of them. Just integrate them. Okay, love? I hope that's helpful for you. And I know that a lot of people, especially when they're starting, it can seem overwhelming when you start doing something. It can feel or seem very overwhelming that, like, but I have to do all of this, but it will come very naturally. And you'll find that what you're doing, you'll have two different notebooks and one you can put all the teaching things, and one you can put all the consultation things, and they will run over each other. When I'm getting content for one book, so often content for another book will come in. So I'm like, having 5 things going on at once, plus the hypnosis, plus the, healing, plus the readings, plus trying to figure out which program I should run next. I think we, as women, we learn at a very young age to multitask. So I hope that helps. I know it was a bit much. Elizabeth says she did find a good deal in the Caribbean. I think Mediterranean would be super neat, but I don't know anyone that would go with me there yet. Put it out there. You might be surprised. I think a lot of people might love to go to the Mediterranean. Hey, Diana, how are you? Diana has a question. Do you see Cece asking me out soon? Not soon. Sorry, everybody. I have this wild hair, like caught in my lashes. I'm going to tell you this, Diana, and I'm not going to say a lot about it because I talk a lot about this in all of my shows, so you can go back to almost any show and hear it. But I don't know that that's going to happen this is the way I'm going to say it to you, Diana. I don't know it's going to happen the way you want it to. Don't be back off. Open up to other possibilities and allow yourself to explore what else might be out there. I don't feel like this particular situation is going to go in the direction you want it to. Now, I'm going to say typically if we back off, people, when they know, if somebody's not super interested in you, but they have your ear and they have your attention, they like that. Of course, who wouldn't? If you start to back off, they might do something to try to get that attention back. They might do something to try to get that ear back, to have you like waiting on them again. But their intentions would not be pure. And I'm going to say this to all my women. And I'm going to have a couple guys on the show. I'm going to bring a couple guys on the show that are very matter of fact and honest with different personalities. And I'm going to let you guys ask them the questions. But the one thing I have learned, if you're the one for a guy, they know pretty much right away. They don't hold back. They don't play games. They're not like, oh, I'm going to play coy with her. Ooh, let's see where this gets me. Oh, I'm just going to tease her. That's not the guy's role. That's not what men do. That might be what women do, play a little bit hard to get, but men are like, me want, me have, or, that's kind of the man thing. You can ask, and here's another thing I say, if there are men in your life, ask them. They will, not men who want you or want to use you for, whatever, but brothers, uncles, friends you've had that have no interest in you sexually. Ask them. They will be so honest. I have a lot of male friends, and I'll just say, hey, this dude is doing that. They're like, yeah, he's a douche. I'm like, cool. And when they say it, I listen. I'm not the defense attorney for the douche. I'm the defense attorney for the prize, for me, not for the dude. Okay? So if you ask and somebody says this, don't start defending that person. Don't just say, cool, good, got it. Because anyone who wants you, male or female, friend, partner, otherwise, is letting you know in their actions, in their words, in their behaviors, in how attentive they are. Somebody who truly, truly wants something with you is so consistent with you. They are not here today, doity-doy, taking their time asking you out, building up anticipation, do no. Because if a man thinks, just like us, excuse my voice, just like us, if we want somebody, we think everybody wants them. We think they have a lot of options. So we're not doing anything to jeopardize that. We're letting them know. Now, it's human nature to be like that. So if a man looks at you and he says, "Yep, that's it. I want her. I want to be with her. She's the one." They're not stalling. They're jumping on it so nobody else will get it. Not sexually, but in general. And somebody who wants you someone who wants you, authentically wants you for a future as a partner, SMEX, although that they know it's going to get there, so they don't push it. They know eventually it's going to hit that arena. They're more interested in your integrity, who you are. They're not trying to bet it, okay? People who are just trying to get you there quickly, that's what they want. They're not interested in long term. Somebody looking at long term knows that doesn't need to be the priority. Okay, Diane, I hope that helped. I know that was more than what you were looking for, but yes. Okay. Okay. Jay, I know, you know what? Sometimes raises are mandatory, but I would say, was the write up legit? Was it a legit write up? Honestly, when you look at everything, Jay, was it a legit write up? Okay, I'm going to go next to Heather. Any messages for me on my, any messages from me? Any messages for me on my kids from Uncle Sam? Yeah, okay. I think I've got it. We're getting there. I think we're getting there. Okay. Any messages for Heather on her kids? Uncle Sam, where are you? Here. You know, the biggest thing I hear is, they're all right. Everything's all right. It's all a part of nature, of nature, like it's a part of the process. And keep them busy, keep them active, exhaust them. Is your daughter's name Lily? Lily needs more like physical activity. I think that's your daughter's name. I'm pretty sure it is. And I know you guys are probably saying she's told you that 1,000 times. When I'm in this energy, and when I'm out of this energy, I don't remember. I'm not going to always remember everybody's name, but I'm hearing Lily. Yes, Lily. She didn't make volleyball team for high school. Get her on cross country. Get her in track. Get her into, and this summer, do long distance. Get her into cross country or track, and this summer start running with her. She needs to be exhausted. And I don't know why, if this makes sense to you, Heather, I just keep hearing, get her on the farm, get her on the farm. Like, sometimes people who own farms will hire kids that are younger to work the farm, whether they're working, like sometimes there are like farms that have horses and you can like help with the horses, and then they get to ride and stuff. She needs grounding, she needs earthing, and and I'm not the type of person to use those words, so you know. She needs to to not be around certain elements, especially over the summer. When you're at work, she should be like doing those sorts of things. And if it is especially around a place with horses, she will start a new passion and it will completely distract her from the other thing, but also start like getting her prepared for running for the school year. I hope that makes sense. Yes, Lily, she didn't make volleyball team for high school. Yes, a neighbor has baby cows. Oh, and her dad has a farm animals. She doesn't go there much though. She needs to. Okay, she needs to be kind of working. Okay, she needs to be around that. I hope that that makes um I hope that makes sense, love. I hope that makes sense. Diane, aloha. I think I'm coming. Oh my gosh, I think we're getting it. And just in the nick of time. I saw one from Cheetah Girl. Cheetah Girl, where's your message? Because I just saw it. Something about, Cheetah Girl. I've been waiting a while. Oh, here it is. Update on my unemployment hearing. How will that go? It'll go good. It will go well. Bring your bring your receipts, as they say. Bring your evidence. Or, whether it's over the phone or in person, bring what you have. It should go well, Cheetah Girl. I feel like it's going to go very well. And I feel like you have a strong case. When you're presenting it, don't get emotional. Okay, pretend like you're presenting it for someone else, not for yourself. Don't let them get you caught up in your emotions where you just don't let them trigger you. Okay? Don't let them trigger you, Cheetah Girl. Don't you let them get you like that. Don't you let them trigger you. I do feel like it is going to go very, very well. I do feel like, but you do need to present in a very calm, like with no emotions. Just be very calm and don't interrupt. Let them say what they need to say and then say, okay, this is my answer. And if they interrupt, don't get sticky. Just be very even keeled is what I'm hearing, love. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. We are at the end of the show. I hope you have an amazing rest of the week. I will be back Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central to do this all over again. Thank you again, everybody.